Gertrude Stein penned the famous line, "A rose is a rose is a rose." But Gertrude was wrong. A rose isn't always a rose. Sometimes it can be the sign of a miracle.
Welcome to an all-new season of Roses in Rosewood, celebrating and/or mocking two of the most minor miracles in the grand scheme of television and two of the most major miracles in the arguably grander scheme of binge-worthy guilty pleasures. The Bachelor, which stands for Roses, and Pretty Little Liars, which stands for Rosewood, Pennsylvania, the setting of that show and a true character in itself. Let's be honest, none of them are real major miracles, unless if you talk about Bachelor Nation and the PLL Army. They'll tell you they're major blessings in their lives. You know what's really miraculous? How a show like The Bachelor can be a mainstay on TV for 20 years, at least going on 20 years this March. So, fittingly, in honor of the show's 20th anniversary, as well as the new Bachelor Clayton Echard beginning his journey to find his person under the guidance of veteran Jesse Palmer, who was also host of Daily Mail TV, we return to Roses in Rosewood in its weekly episodic format. Week after week, I'll be reviewing magazines like People Here and Us Weekly that blend the best and worst of both worlds. As always, on a budget. Yes, after nearly 6 years of TSR, some things haven't changed. And one of those things is this: continuing to review The Bachelor and PLL, as well as their spin-offs and respective entities, always on a budget. To kick off an all-new year of Roses in Rosewood, I am reviewing not one, but two special edition issues of People magazine, both celebrating the world's most beautiful women. Two consecutive issues, Jennifer Aniston for 2016 and Julia Roberts for 2017. I certainly can't argue with People magazine's decisions to honor both of these women because they truly are what the title says they are. Two of the world's most beautiful women. If you had to ask me who I'd pick the most, I'll say, even though I'm not much of a Friends fan, Jennifer Aniston. And even though I'm not much of a Friends fan, that might change someday. Both of these issues were purchased for two real beautiful prices. 25% off the price of $1.99 here on the right, and 50% off the price of $1.99 on the left. Same price, two discounts, one more beautiful than the other. This one. And so, that's where we start off. And by the way, for all you Jennifer Aniston fans, you are going to be spoiled rotten. Not only with the cover story here, as well as the other two covers here, but there are many ads for Aveeno, of which she was the face of Aveeno, that will also satiate your appetite for all you true Rachel Green veteran superfans, and beyond. But once again, this is Roses in Rosewood. It wouldn't be Roses in Rosewood if I didn't have a home, my Pretty Little Liars, and Bachelor or Bachelorette coverage. And so we begin with a true angel among us, Shay Mitchell! She is in the Style Tracks section. The Red Carpet Report, Glam Gowns. The best looks of the week feature look-at-me details, like intricate beading and some seriously dazzling accessories. This is Shay's look for the LA premiere of Mother's Day. It's a wrap dress designed by Temporary London with Giuseppe Zanotti designed heels. Fittingly, Mother's Day, directed by the late great Gary Marshall, also starred the cover star of this issue of People, Jennifer Aniston. Go figure. Continuing on, I just love these advertorials down here. It's a 2-page advertisement for Alice Through the Looking Glass. You saw plenty of these advertorials during 90s issues of People magazine. You saw them more in that time period than you do now, and I like them a lot. It's like miniature movie posters, much more grander and wide scale than horizontal. Vertical, horizontal, doesn't even matter. My favorite part of looking at these things is the credit billing. I'm one of those dorks that actually stays at the end of a movie, mainly at home, and watches the credits scroll by. Because I want to be in that business. I want to study media. I just want to be a part of that world. And speaking of Disney, we got one wonderful world of Disney deals coming your way later this year. Stay tuned. Now for The Bachelor, or should I say, The Bachelorette. This is Allie Finitowsky's baby shower. It's not exactly a People magazine article. It's more of a 2-page advertisement for Dr. Smith's premium blend baby products. Family and friends gathered on April 2nd to celebrate the mom-to-be with gifts galore and great food at the Malibu Cafe in Los Angeles. Check out the adorable details that made for a memorable day. This was hosted by, again, Dr. Smith's premium blend baby products. Whether you're having fun at home or on the go, Dr. Smith's has a diaper rash product in the right size and application to keep the relief you need for your baby easily on hand. This was a fairly star-studded baby shower for Allie Finitowsky Mano. We have Lacey Chabert and Haley Duff. Now let's move on and talk about another of the world's most beautiful women, in my judgment at least, Lucy Hale. Yes, the beloved oddball, Aria. She has some tips for how to keep your face in line. I used to only want a smoky eye until my makeup artist helped me think outside the box. Now I'll try anything. Among other tips, set your face before putting on blush and take care of your hair. This is Lucy with 2 members of her glam squad, Kelsey Dinihan and Kristen S. Makeup and hair, respectively. It does take a dual village to produce a face that gorgeous. And I'm not technically a Haler just yet, although, hey, it's a new year, that could change. Now, cuties to beauties. Well, by the way, in the world's most beautiful women section proper, whether they were playing dress-up or saying cheese, these stars were born camera-ready. Which stars? Alicia Keys, Chloe Grace Moretz, Olivia Wilde, dating Harry Styles of all folks, Mandy Moore, Uziel Aduba, Lena Dunham, Bryce Dallas Howard, Jennifer Hudson, and down center, yes, Shay Mitchell. Back when she was just a little cutie patootie, now she's a smoke show. And I mean that with the purest admiration from my heart. An utter smoke show. And I have to admit, just like Jennifer Aniston. Now, it's Julia Roberts' turn. But once again, this is still Roses and Rosewood. By the way, yes, it's a different setting for this really first review of 2022. I don't have time to go into the details, but our studio here, the library at home, is actually a little bit cramped right now. Cramped to the nines. And it's annoying as ever. But let's get on to, again, one of the world's most beautiful women, according to Bachelor Nation. That would be Lauren Busnell, with former fiancé Ben Higgins. The Bachelor does Disney, and so will we in the future. The Bachelor's Lauren Busnell and Ben Higgins, seen here with the boss mouse, Mickey Mouse, who recently postponed wedding planning to enjoy their engagement, filmed Disney's Fairy Tale Weddings in Orlando, Florida. They co-host the special, which aired May 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern on Freeform, which also housed a couple of Bachelor spin-off series. Miracles come in all shapes and sizes, even species. And that's certainly true in the case of Shay Mitchell, pictured here with a dog, Angel. She was already named at the time Shay went to adopt this service dog. Yes, not one, but 2 angels among us. Angel is a German Shepherd Lab mix, who gets spoiled rotten, I trust. at the abode of the angelic Pretty Little Liars star. I wonder if Emily Fields ever got a dog after PLL concluded. Would anyone want to take a trip to Rosewood to find that out? Once again, we are in the world's most beautiful women proper section, and the previous feature you just saw was of stars and their pets. Now we're on to beauty at every age to close out this video. From 20s all the way to late 50s. In their 20s we have Zendaya, now Emmy Award winner for Euphoria and leading lady of Spider-Man No Way Home. And Camila Mendes of Riverdale. We're all pretty much in agreement that A, they're both hot as hell, and B, they're in good company. I mean, Sophie Turner, we also have here Brie Larson, Alicia Vikander, Gal Gadot, Jennifer Hudson, Olivia Munn. I want to send kudos, by the way, on the birth to your son. Eva Mendes, Charlize Theron, Courtney Cox, another veteran of Friends, Laura Linney, who looks like a masterpiece, and Marcia Gay Harden, venerable actress. Good company in the beauty at every age section. Celebrity couples, celebs with their stylists, makeup tips from them and the stars. They're all about here in this and the previous issue. In this issue, however, there are a few pages that are totally tinted a light shade of blue. Like the Ben and Jen story, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner. That makes me feel a little blue. So, I give 4.5 out of 5 claps to Jennifer Aniston's People magazine issue, and for Julia Roberts, you get 4. 4 total of 8.5 out of 10. Provided they don't act so hoity-toity in front of their fans, I hope. I would gladly give a rose to either of these two babes. If they did, however, act hoity-toity and spoiled, well then, I guarantee you I will do a tell-all to ensure that they never walk in front of an audience again. And as far as which TV host I would want to give a rose to, it's not who you think I'm about to say. Richard Thomas. I adored watching It's a Miracle when I was such a little youngin', and I'd gladly give a rose to him, or accept one, any day. And I know that's just shooting for the moon, but it would truly be miraculous. That's our show. Thank you for joining us. I'll take a moment and say my goodbyes, and I'll catch you next week. Thanks for watching TSR. Now, to see another awesome review like this one, click here. If you want to become a Hollywood bargain hunter, click here to subscribe. And I'll catch you on the thrift side.